Hey guys, what's up? Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good day. For this week's Monday discussion, we're talking about oil leaks in your car. So oil leaks can happen for a number of reasons on your car. You could have something overfilled, it could just be age, the seal wore out. You could have a mechanical failure somewhere where something's out of specifications, wobbly, loose, what have you. You could also have a situation where you're not letting your vehicle warm up enough. If you don't let stuff warm up nicely and expand, metal expands and contracts, it can cause leaks. Today we are talking about fixing seals on your car. So just as an example, I have this oil seal right here that I took out of an FJ Cruiser. So this oil seal is actually sandwiched between the transmission and the transfer case. So to repair this and get this seal physically out of the vehicle, the part itself's only 20 bucks, maybe something like that. But the expensive part is the labor. You have to drop the transfer case, physically separate it from the transmission. And while that's technically the proper repair, sometimes the vehicle doesn't really justify the cost, or maybe you just don't have enough money for that. Take my Camry for example, great example. If you know anything about these older Camrys with these 4-cylinders, the crank seals leak all the time, so do the cam seals, and they just kind of get to be a leaky mess. So the product we're going to be talking about today is something that normally I would just write off as snake oil, but I can personally tell you works really well, and it's called AT205. So what this is, it works as a reconditioning agent for the rubber, and this product is safe for your power steering, for your transmission, and for your oil system. You do not want to use something like this in a brake system or a cooling system, obviously, but transmission, oil, power steering, this stuff works great. So what it does is the chemicals in here aid to recondition and re-soften up the rubber in your seals. Seals like this, as they age, I don't know if you can kind of see it there, but there's like an inner ring and then this outer portion. There's a spring on the inside of there that pushes against this lip, and that's what creates the tension against your shaft or whatever the surface is that is sealing. And as they age, they get dry and brittle and hard, and then they don't seal right anymore. So this AT205 actually acts as a reconditioning agent. It'll soften up that rubber again. And before anyone goes down to the comments, one of the questions I've had when talking to people about this product is, well, can it overswell the seals? Well, no, it can't. And that's kind of a common problem that some of these types of products have, is they'll actually overswell rubber and agitate it to the point where it softens up and it swells way up and blows the seal out. Well, that's because those products contain petroleum distillates, which causes a lot of issues with rubber expanding too far. This product doesn't contain though. This is a polymer oil based product. It doesn't cause those overswelling issues. Now personally, the one application I've used this in is the 92 Land Cruiser. If you haven't seen that video, my dad's got a pretty rad 92 FJ, go check out that video. But the rear main seal in that thing leaked like crazy. I'm talking like he parks on the crappy part of his driveway because every morning there's oil dripping on the ground. Old vehicle, no big deal. Transmission on that thing is damn heavy, and he didn't feel like dropping it out, so he'd just park on the crappy part of the driveway and then add oil to it. Well, he got sick of it and it was leaking really bad. So he added some of this stuff, just decided he was gonna try it out, and his leak, it's not completely gone. And in that kind of transmission, there's a rope type seal, which it's a rope or wick base, and I'd imagine that this has a little bit harder of a time replenishing something like that versus one of these newer style conventional seals. But it did slow it down quite a bit. It doesn't drip on the ground anymore. It still gets a little wet, but it does not drip on the ground. So I've seen firsthand that this is a really good product and it works really well. So maybe you don't have the money to replace a seal, or like I said, something like my Camry here, for me, I could do it myself, but if I was a paying customer, there's no way that I could afford to bring this Camry in. I couldn't justify it. It's not worth enough money. We're talking about a $1,000 car, and you're talking about a $1,200 repair bill, and that's just not justifiable. So that's when I'd try something like this product, this AT205, to maybe repair that leak, or at the very least slow it down. The one time that this really will not work so great for you is if you have a seal that's ripped, torn, gouged, bent, something like that. This is not going to be of any assistance to you. If the seal's physically damaged pretty bad, that's not going to work. But it does work to replenish old seals that are dry or brittle or hard, and I can tell you that firsthand because I've used this product and it worked very well. This video is not sponsored or anything like that. I just thought this was a really great product that might be able to help some people out. So I thought it would make a good discussion piece. So yeah, AT205, if you're trying to remedy a leak on a vehicle and maybe it's not in your budget to rip it apart and get it fixed, or maybe just the value of the vehicle doesn't justify the repair cost, give this stuff a try. It seems to work really great. I've had good luck with it personally, and like I said, it's compatible with your engine, your transmission, and your power steering systems. So it not only works with seals, but it also works on oil pan, gas gaskets, tranny pan gaskets, valve cover gaskets, stuff like that. Anything that's a rubber-based seal, this will help you out on. It'll recondition that, get it pliable again, and hopefully take care of that leak for you. I don't know that I would necessarily put this in an automatic transmission, just because there is so much stuff going on in there on these newer vehicles that I don't know personally if I would risk that. But as far as my engine goes, power steering systems, I'd say give this stuff a try. Hope you guys like this little Monday video. Hope this helps you out. Go check out AT205. See you next time.